And our first item on the agenda tonight is a student spotlight, and I will turn it over to Dr. Bound.
All right. Thank you, Trustee Cross. This evening, as always, it's a pleasure for me to invite you to get to meet one of our students. And tonight, our student is Percy Roberts. And so, Percy, if you'd like to come and introduce yourself, and then we'd like to engage with you in conversation.
My name is Persephone Roberts, though most people call me Percy because Persephone is a bit long. I'm the president of Model United Nations here at JCCC. And Model UN really is more than just a club or an organization to me. It's where I feel most seen and known by people. The friends that I've made and continue to make through it are some of my favorite people in the whole world, and I'm actually going to be in the Vice President's wedding this October, and he will be in mine next year. So outside of Model UN, I'm most often found playing piano, cello, guitar, or violin, and I'll be attending KU in the fall for anthropology. Out of all my JCC experiences, though, I keep coming back to Model UN, and I will never forget the love that I have for it, the gratitude I feel for my Model UN friends, the advisor, Dr. Wright, and all of those who have supported me in being the president and joining this organization, in the first place. Thank you. I yield to the floor for questions.
I'd like to ask a question if I could. I don't know if I'm looking for Lieb, but we talk about Model UN. I think a lot of people don't know what it is. When you go compete, what do you do?
So what a conference will look like is it's typically a 9 to 14 hour day. And we role-play or simulate the United Nations in of itself. And a lot of time we are working directly with United Nations delegates and representatives. And we actually have a conference next month from April 7th to the 14th in which we're going to be in New York City. We are going to be, all of us, representing Belgium on different committees. Personally, I'm going to be on the Commission for Population and Development. And what we do with that is we go into our own committees, so CPD for me, and we have studied and researched Belgium's policies, both domestic and foreign, and we take the research of those policies and then proceed to simulate as a Belgian delegate in those committees.
So it's an international.
Yes.
You learn a lot about not just that country, but other countries that you aren't working on. I think it's people have asked me about it. They hear it, they think it's a great program, but they don't really know what it does. So thank you so much for being part of it.
Yeah.
Any other?
Thank you, Trustee Musel. Go ahead, Trustee Ingram.
Yes, Trustee Smith-Herbert.
Hi, thank you so much for coming. I heard you say something along the lines like you felt like you were really seen or belonged with this particular group. Can you elaborate a little more on what that feels like and what it took for you to feel that in that place with this group?
Yeah, and I would say how it started initially was one of the other Model UNers. Her name is Kayla. She's one of my best friends in the whole world. And she kind of just ushered me into the group of people and just kind of introduced me to everyone. And I use they, them pronouns, so she was kind of making sure that everybody was using my correct name and pronouns. And I mean, a lot of people in Model UN, especially this year, are queer or LGBTQ, and I feel very seen by that because I am, queer. And so I feel like Dr. Wright especially gives a lot of space for people just to kind of be themselves and just to kind of see where they fit in with the international community. And it's really cool because everyone in there just kind of loves everybody else.
Very cool. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here.
Anyone else? Trustee Cross, did you have anything?
I don't have anything, no.
Okay. I think the one thing that I would just share is I think it's really exciting. I'm one of those people still on Facebook, and Dr. Wright does a lot of posting on Facebook about what you do. And for some, it's interactive, and I feel like, I can always provide a compliment or a thank you, that I know that he's doing a really good job with that program. So, I appreciate that very much. It's just exciting to see what all you're involved in. So
Yeah,
we appreciate you being here this evening.
Yeah.
Thank you, Percy.